Alright, I just completed my GoRuck challenge. That's kind of what it's all about, working with a team. I figured I'd do my unpacking, show you guys kind of how I set up my bag. It's a GR0. It's the Gray Wolf. I had this handle made, a friend of mine made this handle and I just zip tied it on. We didn't really use it that much, but when I did need to use it, it worked out great. I just got some reflective tape. Instead of the band around, you don't want to look like that gypsy camp. And in front of my patch, where my patch was, I had another piece of reflective tape that actually sat there. On the back, I had the chest strap, and then I also got the waist strap. Took off another pack that I had, and I got some D-rings and attached it, and that really worked out great. I was kind of happy. I was kind of a little worried, but it worked out great. And the chest strap, pretty important to keep you can loosen it and tighten it. They always change the weight load. Inside the laptop, bomb-proof laptop, nothing. I didn't put anything in there. I wanted all that pad, as much pad as possible on my back. I just didn't want anything on there. Inside the outside pocket, let's see, some of my Lickies and Chewies. I had Cliff Bars, M&Ms, and a Snickers bar. That worked out great. Even was able to pass some around to some of my teammates. Gloves. I wore these for the welcome party. First couple of hours. We had rain, we had snow. So later in the evening, these were soaking wet, and luckily I took an extra pair. These kind of fleece-lined rubber. They worked out great because within 2 or 3 hours, I was just shaking so bad from the cold. But the new gloves worked out great. It's like a fresh pair of socks almost. Took zip ties just in case, which I didn't use, but I will definitely take again. I took a strap just in case. Did not use it. One of the other guys did. I think his name was John. He worked out great. He had a couple. The guy definitely knew what he was doing. He's done a couple challenges before. I think that's all there. Then on the inside, go to this compartment first. Inside, oh, when I bought my ruck, I got the whole I got one of the kits that they had, so it came with all this stuff. So inside here, I just had Cliff Bar, which I never got to. My money, I brought a little extra. I brought some electrolyte tablets for my water, which I really didn't get a chance to use. They got down to 31, so no one was really drinking much water. I refilled my bladder, but I might have drank 2 of the 3 liters all night. No cramping problems. Shot blocks, Cliff Bar shot blocks, extra batteries, and some Tiger Balm, but didn't have to use any of that. I was pretty lucky. Inside here, I just had stuff where I could quickly get to it. Some more Lickies and Chewies. Didn't get a chance to eat those. I had some Vaseline just in case anybody had chaffing problems. I asked some people, but everybody seemed to be doing pretty good. Inside I had the 3-liter water source. This worked out well. This quick disconnect is great, if I can figure it out again. And all this stuff, you got to think about it too, all this stuff, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, freezing cold, whenever, you're going to have these gloves on, or any pairs of gloves. You got to practice. You got to know what you're doing in the dark, in case your light's already broke, or your buddy's got a light for you. You got to practice hooking things up, because they don't give you much time. Fill your water, he'll start counting to 10, start counting to 20. You got to be back moving again. So I got a little D-ring I set up. You can see that. So I can just quickly unhook it. the water source, pop it open, run over, fill it up real quick, pop it back on. Although I think next time, the top and the bottom of this, just for quick reference at nighttime, maybe I'll color that in with some white paint just to make it quick, or maybe at least this section color in white instead of this, just so you can find it quickly on. But worked out great. I have no complaints about this at all. Inside the ruck, I had another bag of Lickies and Chewies. Never opened it, never got to. Cliff Bars, maybe some more M&Ms. Just didn't have time. I did, after we got out of the lake, they actually put us in the lake. We had to break up some of the ice to get in the water. After we got out, we had a chance to change socks. But what I did is I vacuum sealed a pair of socks. Kind of like my shirt. I had an extra fleece jacket that I never changed into, and I vacuum sealed it. So I didn't have to mess around, you know, opening the waterproof bag, reaching in, finding the stuff that I wanted. I had my socks vacuum sealed inside the bag and stuffed in the bottom. So when the bag is all closed up, I can unzip it, reach right to the bottom, pull my socks out, rip them open real quick, and I'm in business. You know, none of that messing around stuff. So that worked out great. So maybe some of you guys get a chance, find somebody with a vacuum sealer. Again, you know, it's got a rip tie, rip it open, you can get your stuff out. Cadre said he didn't care as long as we made our weight. We didn't have to have bricks if we didn't want it. A lot of guys brought steel plates. Mine was a little over 26 pounds. My whole ruck, I think, with water was probably around 46, 47. We weighed it. I had the webbing that came in the kit, secured it well. I had a little piece of foam down here just to keep the weight as high as possible. I also had some heat tabs because I know we were going to get some snow. Never used them, but I would take them again just in case. Toilet paper, again, never used it. We'll probably take it again. Took an extra carabiner with me. Never used it. I did have a military waterproof bag, which I had for a while, and just inside there I had a little med kit. Of course, never used it. An extra pair of shorts, just in case the pants got so wet, so, you know, wet. I didn't want to use them. That's all I had in there. So there's some extra stuff. And that's about it. I mean, the bag worked out great. I mean, they really took it through a lot. Very happy with it. Looking forward to kind of doing another one. As far as clothes, I wore these tack pants. Not sure if I'd wear these again. They worked out great, but a lot of the pockets are filled with sand from the beach. But very comfortable, quick drying, no real problems. These are by LA Police Gear, operator pants. So they worked out great. And then for shoes, the Merrell Moab ventilator boots. They're not waterproof. I knew we were going to get wet. I didn't want to walk around with buckets of water in my boots. So they worked out great. That's about it. Had a great time. Met 11 great guys. I believe there was 22 that signed up. Only 12 of us showed up for the challenge. 12 started and 12 finished. We were the dirty dozen, I guess. All right. That's all for now. Thanks.